Hi everyone, this is Penny from Dragon's Eye Hub. I'm coming with you with this week's weather report. Well, it's 2 weeks because as you can see, I'm not at home. I'm in the beautiful state of, where am I? Seattle, which is Washington State. We're doing some training here. We're doing frequency therapy training. And so I'm just sneaking off just to do the weather report for this week. Now, the next 2 weeks, so this is for the next 2 weeks because next Friday I'll be traveling again. So this next 2 weeks I was shown is a huge build up as the water energy is very present. And as we know, there's a lot of fire energy as well. So today we're just going to do a little bit of integration of the fire to earth that in. So just take a moment, take a deep breath, and then just feel into this lovely earthing of the fire energy, which enables healing. You ready? There we go. How was that? Yeah, I could feel the energy rippling. It's quite interesting. I feel like the energy really rippling. So it's a bit chilly, which is why I've got the coat and the scarf on. Well, not chilly, but you know, not warm like in where I'm used to. So what we're talking about is this build up to the 5-5 energy portal, which is going to be enormous on planet, bringing in a lot of ancient coding from Gaia and bringing in from the cosmos. So right now there is a lot of fire and water energy, which as we know is healing. And because of this huge energy build-up, there is a lot of clearing. You know, in our reality, there'll be a lot of things going on that may be unusual, may not be. Venus is literally on fire, burning through and creating clarity. Now, with the alchemic symbol of water, which they were showing me, which is a triangle like this shape. So imagine that shape along your solar plexus. So imagine where your solar plexus is here going down to your groin. And it's working with your Jupiter, with your Mercury, and it's also working with your moon. And these three aspects are creating emotional intelligence coming in, so you've got this. It's also bringing in lots of things into your conscious mind, so it's asking you to be still and to step back a little. And it's also seeding your root energy center, so this energy can seed and start to grow, you know, because this is the beginning. This is just the beginning. So as we said, within this water triangle, the triangle being the symbol of coherence, imagine this symbol, the point of the upside triangle on your groin area and the other 2 points either side of your solar plexus. So it's quite a big triangle, you know, it's quite expansive, this coherent energy. And this is giving you, within your light anatomy, it's giving you the wherewithal for emotional intelligence, so you can deal with what's going on and see a bigger perspective and maybe look at it from a different angle and see what's coming into your reality for this. It's quite interesting what is happening. So this is bringing, and today is a new moon, so it's a new start. So it's quite interesting. We're talking about this. 5-5 is the 5th of May. We're going to be in Mount Shasta. So if anyone out there wants to come and join us, we're going to be at Castle Lake at 11:11 in the morning. We're going to get there about 10:30. So if you want to come and join us in meditation, we'll be there. We are presenting a golden sphere to the lake, and there'll be a lot of healing, which is why also we played that wave. There was a lot of Atlantean energy, a lot of Arcturian energy, that there are a lot of lower frequencies that need to be weaved within. That's what they're showing me. It needs to be nurtured. It needs to be expressed. It's just energy. It's just experience. And anything that happened needs no shame, no guilt, no fear, no nothing. It's done. And from that we learn, and that's why we come and experience on this planet. It's a big school. So we're here to experience, to learn, and to walk through this life, picking up things that we can work with in other lives, in other places. So just be aware of this next couple of weeks, and the weeks preceding up to these 2 weeks have been a lot of energy release and a lot of getting things ready for this next moment from the 5th, which is an evolutionary portal. We are having a fast flow of information coming through us as we are allowing the body to integrate all this information as our bodies are changing, and the information is flowing at a pace. So they're asking us, are we resting? You know, if you feel that you need to rest, then rest. If you're unable because you're working or whatever, then maybe poke holes in that diary, like we've said in the weeks coming up. When we go to Mount Shasta, personally, it's the ending of a 9-year journey where many other people have been helping bring in the Drakenbergs. Thank you, Tati, the Drakenbergs energy from South Africa, the Pyrenees. Thank you, Alan, bringing that in, and also Mount Shasta, but also working with Uluru. So thank you, everybody in Ken and everybody in Australia that helped us with that. It was fascinating. And this is going to be enabling this light energy with this crystal energy to come out from the Atlantic Ocean. So that's why we're there at Mount Shasta. There is a blog, so I'll copy the blog link and I'll put it on the link below, and everything that we talked about today we'll put on the link below. Okay, so it's interesting what's going on. Venus moves into the gateway of Hathor, which is on the 18th of April, which is tomorrow, because today's the 17th, and 17th is a number of reality changing. It's where we're able to change our reality, so that's why there's a lot of coding coming in. So from the 18th, Venus then moves into the gateway of Hathor, and she's working through the animal kingdom, and all the different animal totems that she's working with and how she's working with them are on the link below. On the 20th, so when she moves in, it's transformational energy working with the bear and earth and possessions, and that's 285 on the 111 hertz. So if anyone out there has got their personal frequency chart, if you've got a lot of 285 or any 285 on there, look to see if it's being activated by Venus in these next coming weeks, because this energy is going to be really working with you and helping you and enabling you. There is a lot of breakthroughs in the next 2 weeks. There's a lot of wholeness, a lot of Atlantean Arcturian codes coming in. There's quite a lot going on. So that being said, have an amazing 2 weeks. Get rest while you can. And look at the list below. Look at all the different, there's the bee energy, the elk, the peacock, the zebra. There's so many animal totems being worked with in the next 2 weeks. So it's going to be quite interesting. The list is down below, as I've said. There are a lot of things changing, right? Can you feel it? You can feel in the energy, the stillness in the air, there's something happening. And we're all walking this path together, but also on a personal, our realities may be changing, things may be happening, things that that you just can't imagine that are happening, or even on a very daily, ordinary basis can be happening that make a huge change within people that you meet, etc. So it's a very quick weather report this week, because just allow the frequencies, just play the frequencies and just sit in them and see what they're saying to you. And remember, be kind to yourself and kind to everybody else, and have a great 2 weeks. And I will be speaking more in the next couple of weeks when the timetable moves, because we're going to be working with collective frequencies. We're going to be going to a hospital and doing a 2-day workshop with the medical care team there, so doctors and clinicians. So it's really interesting where we're going with all of this. So that being said, enjoy these next 2 weeks, and remember, be kind to yourself, and remember, allow yourself to have those moments to allow this coding to come in. Allow yourself to be that anchor of light right now, because there are big shifts in energy on the 5-5 portal and going forward. So have a great 2 weeks, and I will see you very soon, and so much love. Okay, bye. Let's just switch this off. Okay, bye.